If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your big goals, or if you felt like there's so much that you want to get done, but you don't even know where to start, I'm making this video to let you know that greatness does not require big leaps, great monumental leaps, but rather a mere 1% improvement every day. Let's explore how small, consistent actions can lead to extraordinary results. Someone heavenly came down from above. He led me to you. Professionals call this the 1% rule. It's the concept of getting 1% better every day. The gist of it is that small, consistent movements compound over time. I like to call it taking baby steps and doing what you can do today to influence your future for the better. What do I mean by that? I'm very glad you asked. Sometimes we are not able to tackle the giant of everything that we want to be or everything that we want to accomplish all at once. But what we can do is chip away at our goals and take little steps towards the future that we want. This is a principle that I live by, and it is the key to the success and the results that I get today, because baby steps are still steps. And every grand thing that we see in this life is made up of tiny, intricate pieces. I may not be able to run a marathon right now, but if I practice my endurance training and start running every day for 1 minute, my ability to be able to run a marathon increases. I was not able to write my book in 1 day. It's impossible. I couldn't even write the first draft in 1 day. But every day or every other day, every chance that I did get to write was how I was able to finish my book. And this 1% rule applies to every niche, any goal, any person. If you implement the 1% rule, there is nothing that you cannot win at. The 1% rule really just highlights the power of compound growth. It shows us how small habits create exponential results. If you improve 1% every day, by the end of the week, that's 7%. In 2 weeks, that's 14%. In 1 month, that is 28%. And in 1 year, you will have improved by 336%. All just from 1% a day. At first, it might not seem like much, but I guarantee you it adds up. When you make small daily efforts, not only does it help you build confidence in your ability to do things, but it also increases your power and understanding of what you can do. You will take out of your vocabulary, there is nothing I can do about it, or it's too much for me, this is too big of a task, because you will see that by doing what you can do, you'll be able to do what you want to do. Follow me. If I see a problem and it feels too large for me, a problem like making the world a better place, that's massive. Way too much for one person to do anything about. If I implement the 1% rule into this problem, no, I may not be able to make the world a better place, all at once, but what I can do is be kinder to my neighbor. I can greet her when I see her. I can say, "Hi, neighbor." What I can do is write a book about mental health and awareness and help people heal if they so need it. What I can do is be a good big sister so that my siblings can know love and know how to love. What I can do in general is add more love to the world. So I may not be able to do that and conquer that all at once, but just by existing and doing what I can do and making this YouTube video, I am able to contribute to making the world a better place and thus reaching my goals. Now, most goals aren't so gregarious, they aren't so out of reach. Maybe it's just that you want to eat cleaner. Maybe it's just that you want to work out every day or start prioritizing your wellness or finish your education. You know, the idea of it may be overwhelming. And sometimes when we have so much on our plate, it cripples us to the point where we don't want to do anything because there's so much to do and it's easier to just not do any of it. This 1% rule, aka taking the baby steps and doing what you can do, is the solution. We improve our lives by small increments, and the little things add up. There is also a psychological side to this. When we focus on small wins, it allows us to boost our confidence and build up our assurance in our ability to do things, like I said before, because it makes us motivated. And celebrating these small wins creates a positive feedback loop that encourages further improvement. There are also so many more real life examples of this. I'm going to pick on myself and be the example, and I'll add the pictures so you guys can see. When I first started my fitness journey, my core area was one of the main issues that I had. Like, other people might not have looked at me and thought that I looked pregnant, but that's how I felt. I felt like I just had the biggest stomach in the world. I didn't fix this insecurity all at once. I fixed it little by little. Those baby steps that I took to go to the gym and eat as clean as I could while still enjoying my goodies. Those little things were the exact things that led to my results. The same is true for my mental health. A lot of you guys may not know this, but when I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with bipolar depression, PTSD, anxiety. There was a list of diagnoses. Today, I'm standing in front of you living as a person who has fully recovered from mental illnesses because of taking it sometimes not even day by day. I hear people say take it one day at a time. For me to fully recover from my mental illnesses, I had to take it 1 second at a time. I had to emotionally regulate, sometimes just moment by moment. I couldn't even tackle the idea of taking on the whole day while I was in recovery at times. Sometimes I needed to just focus on the moment, being the best version of myself in the moment, maintaining my level of inner peace in this moment. And sometimes that's all you can do. But eventually, on the road of taking it second by second, you will get to the point where you'll see that you have taken it day by day. And then you can go week by week, and months pass, days pass, and years pass in my case, where I can proudly say that I am well. My mind is at peace. I have peace of mind. I have inner peace. And I spread that knowledge in my book, Mental Health is Real, because I know how important it is for people to have peace and wellness. And I know that sometimes we have to reach greatness through incremental strides. Never be ashamed to start where you are with what you have. You may not have all the money in the world, but you want to be a millionaire. That's okay. Start broke. Start with the baby steps that you can take. If the only thing you can do now is watching YouTube videos about financial literacy and financial success or making money online, do that because it counts. The little things count. Don't wish you were somewhere else. Don't wish you were someone else. Yes, visualize, have your goals, know what you want, but you're not going to be able to move forward if you keep denying where you are. Recognize where you are and start there. Start from that place that you're standing in right now and start chipping away at what it is that you want. If it's confidence and you have low self-esteem, start right there in your insecurities and start working towards loving yourself and trusting yourself and confiding in yourself. Start right there where you are and do the little things that you can do to get what you want. A major theme in this video, if you haven't picked up on it yet, is don't focus on what you can't do. Don't focus on what's wrong per se. Focus on what you can do. Focus on the life that you do want. Focus on the teeny weeny tiny 1% improvement that you can take today. And understand that immediate results may not always be visible. When you do the 1% that you can do today, it might not look like much. It might not even appear to show up at all. Trust me, I know when I was going to the gym and I was trying to get my core tight, I felt like, what is the point? Because I was not seeing the results immediately. Despite the fact, I want you to remain encouraged because persistence in the small tasks does lead to major long-term success. I want you to adapt a mindset that is focused on gradual improvement and not perfection. Every time, I'm going to use the gym as a reference again. Every time you go to the gym, or I went to the gym, it's not going to be the best workout that I can do. I'm not going to feel the best when I'm doing it. But it's not so much about the workout being perfect, more than it's about me showing up for my body, more than it's about me showing up for my goals. The same is true for you in your goals. Don't get caught up in how it looks, more than you give acknowledgement to the fact that you are making improvements. You are adding to the number, and this is going to contribute to your overall results. Okay? Improvement rather than perfection. Clock it. So, this is how you can apply the 1% rule into your life. Pick one habit that you can improve on daily. Track your progress to stay motivated. Celebrate your small wins so that you can maintain your momentum. I'm going to challenge you to commit to a 1% improvement in one area of your life. Just one. And I don't care what your daily habit is. I don't care what your goal is. If you just want to start improving your skin, I want you to do something, one thing, one teeny weeny thing that you can to improve that every day. Even if that teeny weeny thing is just research on how you can improve, do that. And I want you to start today because I know that you've got this, period. And if you made it to the end of our video, I want you to drop 1% in the comments to let me know you're here. Thanks. And remember, small steps taken consistently lead to extraordinary results. Ciao.